Do you really think scoring 100 in economics is impossible? Because if you said yes, this video is going to prove you wrong. Here's a secret: CBSE toppers never tell you. They don't study everything, they study strategically. And that's exactly how they score perfect 100 in economics, by focusing on the right chapters, case studies, and the writing style. In this video, I will reveal that full strategy. So if you stay till the end, you will know exactly how to turn your 70 into 100. Even I followed the same method and ended up scoring 97 in economics last year. Before moving further, let's understand the paper pattern. Let's break the paper down smartly. Economics paper is equals to 80 marks, macro equals to 40 marks, and Indian economy is equals to 40 marks. And this paper has a very clear pattern. If you understand it once, your preparation becomes 10x easier. The unit and their mark allocations: macroeconomics, national income is of 10 marks, money and banking 6 marks, government budget and the economy 6 marks, BOP is also of 6 marks, determination of income and employment is of 12 marks. Part B, Indian economy, development experience and economic reform since 1991. These whole three chapters are of 12 marks. Current challenges facing the Indian economy is of 20 marks. Development experience of India, a comparison with neighbors, is of 8 marks. It means it is important to focus more time on the current challenges chapters, which are of 20 marks, and determination of income and employment, which is of 12 marks, since these are the heavier weight. Part 2, chapter wise strategy. Now let's talk strategy chapter by chapter with priority levels. Level 1, high priority, daily revision needed. National income, most numerical plus conceptual questions. Practice PYQs daily from national income. Number 2, money and banking. Keep short notes for all functions and instruments of money ready. Government budget and BOP. Understand the diagrams and flow of transactions. So these were the high priority chapters. And here's the best part. In my next video, I will be revealing the most important topics and frequently asked questions that CBSE keeps repeating every single year. So if you're serious about that 100, don't miss it. It could literally decide your marks. Part 3, 3-month study plan. Now here's the exact 3-month strategy you can follow starting today. Month 1, cover all high weighted chapters, make handwritten notes after every topic, start solving PYQs at least 2 papers per week. Month 2, revise macro chapters twice, make one-liners for definitions, start writing full 80 mark sample papers every weekend. Month number 3, focus on paper presentation, revise short answers and case studies, practice under exam timing, that's 3 hours. Remember, consistency beats long hours. Even 2 quality hours daily are better than 6 hours of scrolling. Part 4, case studies and PYQ analysis, the topper secret weapon. Alright, now that you know that how to study and how to prioritize chapters, let's talk about something that truly decides whether you will get 95 or 100, and that's case studies and PYQ. Because CBSE's new pattern doesn't just check your memory anymore, it checks how you apply your knowledge. Case studies are not scary, they are stories with hidden economies. Let me show you one example. A country experiences an increase in aggregate demand due to rise in public expenditure. Identify and explain the effect on equilibrium level of income and employment. Now, most students panic seeing this, but toppers follow one rule. Underline the keywords here: aggregate demand, public expenditure, equilibrium level, income, and employment are the most important keywords. Then they write what's happening: increase in aggregate demand, diagram showing rightward shift of aggregate demand curve, result income and employment increase. That's it, 6 marks secured with clarity. Part number 5, answer writing and presentation style. Let's be real, CBSE doesn't just test your knowledge, it tests your presentation and clarity. Here's how toppers get those last few marks you miss. Number 1, write headings and line with blue pen. Use flowcharts and diagram wherever possible. Keep your handwriting neat but not fancy. Always leave a line after every answer. Use keywords from NCERT. CBSE examiners love that. In 6 marker questions, structure your answers as intro, explanation, example, conclusion. That's the formula examiners use to give full marks. Part number 6, and it's the most important part of this video: mistakes to avoid. Let's end with the mistakes that stop 90% of students from scoring 100. Number 1, depending only on notes, ignoring NCERT. Number 2, not revising case study. Number 3, leaving diagrams for later. Number 4, writing long but unstructured answers. Remember, the paper rewards clarity, not length. Now, if you have watched till here, I can tell you are serious about scoring 100. Now, it's time to take action. Follow the exact plan for the next 3 months, and I promise your marks will shock everyone, including you. Comment below Economics 100 if you are joining this journey with me. So make sure you subscribe right now, because in the coming videos I will be sharing the most important and most repeating CBSE questions plus smart strategies for every subject, so you can prepare faster, smarter and score higher in every exam.